I'm going to be working in between rain clouds coming through.
Open Air Outdoor.
Welcome to Open Air Outdoors. My name is Mark. Today my outdoor adventure is right here on my property. I have some maintenance to do. I have to break out the tractor. I have some damage to my trailer behind me. A tree fell down over the course of last winter. It hit the back side of the trailer. It broke a window. I have to replace that. I'm also having to redo the road that's behind me. My road is all grown in because I don't come here very often and it's been neglected. So today the coyote is going to be put to work and I'm going to clean up the road, get rid of all the tall grass that's grown up waist high and make everything look nice and spiffy all over again, so I can continue coming out here and enjoy my time on the property. My day starts with hearty breakfast along to go with my coffee, and then Lexi and I head out to the container where we pull the coyote out of storage. So there it is, first order of business. Basically what I did is I took the backhoe and I just kept mulching the branches, all the small twigs. What I want to do is clear it up next to the trailer so I can go do some repairs. Let me show you a little bit of what happened there with that tree. So right there, that's where the tree came down, and so it did that damage. So I'm going to repair that damage. And it also broke this window right here. So the bottom section of that window, I removed it, brought it home. Oh, hear that thunder? I'm going to be working in between rain clouds coming through. So the bigger section of that tree I'm going to buck up to some firewood, just going to burn it in the fire pit. I got so much wood on this property, I can't burn it all, I can't clean it all up. So I'm basically just clearing up around the trailer so that I can continue doing maintenance on the trailer. But I have to repair that up there, and I have to put the glass in. So that's going to be coming up next before the next rain cloud comes through. Right now I'm okay. So I'm going to keep working the tractor, but as soon as the rain comes, which could be any second now. Every time I come to the trailer, it rains. The rain she cometh. I'm glad I have a nice, dry, secure place to hang out in. With the first rain cloud out of the way, let's move on to putting in the glass. Okay, with the rain out of the way, the sun is coming out. Beautiful. I still got raindrops because it's just every time the wind blows it falls off the trees. But now on to the next project. Let's go see what that's going to be. So I have an issue with my road getting overgrown. Let me show you a little something. If I walk down my road here, you can see behind me all the trees, the foliage, and if I turn around here and I point at the road, there's Lexi. Hey Lexi, what are you doing, big girl? You see the road is nice, it's clear, everything's good, and that's because of all the tree cover. These trees, this property is old growth mixed hardwoods, so there's a lot of canopy. So it's nice and fresh in here in the summertime. It's nice and cool. I shouldn't say fresh, I say cool, because of all the heavy tree cover. But when I move over to the front of my property at the entrance where my driveway is, it's a big difference. Let me show you what I got to do next, and it involves the tractor. So here I am, this is the road, and my driveway, you can hardly see it. You can hardly see my driveway, and that's because I cleared all of that area behind me, and now the sun hits the floor. Before it was all wooded, so my driveway stayed nice and clear, but now that I've cleared up all the trees, because I brought in a hydro line onto the property, now the sun could hit the forest floor, and sure enough, the grass has taken over. I got raspberry bushes everywhere. I even got shrubs growing in the middle of my road. So the plan, bring out the tractor, clear everything out, maybe scratch the surface with the backhoe bucket just to loosen everything up. Take the backhoe off, put the scraper blade, because I don't have a rake but I do have a blade, and run the blade up and down the driveway and churn up that gravel, because I brought in loads of pit run gravel in here, so it's all nice solid gravel. I want to churn that up, and hopefully I can rip up a lot of that tall grass and clean up the road and make it look nice again. So let's go get the tractor, let's get going. Are you ready for the reveal? Judging by the amount of fuel that I burnt on the tractor, I'm going to say I've been at it for 3 hours. And I'm quite happy. That's the entrance right there. Let me spin that camera around. The camera was originally in the woods right there for the time-lapse shots, and then there's the gravel driveway there. Let's move that camera over. and I'll show you what it looks like from the angle, approximately right there, like that. Quite happy, considering that I didn't have the proper tool for the job, which would have been a box blade. I don't have a box blade, and I have no ambition of buying one. Thousands of dollars spent to maintain a driveway that needed to be maintained for the first time in, oh, I'm gonna say 10 years. 10 years ago I built this road in, brought in gravel, several loads of gravel and all that. So yeah, I'm quite happy, quite happy. But now it's time for something else. Yeah, a little bit of Miller time. Tomorrow I'll be breaking out the chainsaw, and I'll be cutting up some firewood for the fire pit. I'm just gonna say quickly, this attachment is absolutely amazing. It's a backhoe, but it is not something that hangs off the 3-point hitch. If you can see, there's a heavy frame. The backhoe has its own frame, and it grabs onto the underbelly of the tractor, the frame of the tractor. That's where it latches onto. This thing is built like nobody's business. Amazingly well built. That's an attachment that is a must-have. Next day, beautiful day, sunny. Had my breakfast, and after fueling up the Kiati, because yesterday I ran her pretty dry, I took the entire 20 liters of fuel, which is like maximum capacity for the tank. And on the Kiati, I will get 8 hours of runtime on 20 liters of fuel. So once I got that out of the way, and switch out the scraper blade for the trailer mover onto the little trailer that's stashed away in the woods. I haven't drug it out in a very long time, so it was quite buried in the debris in there. Go get geared up. I got all that I need. Today I'm running the chainsaw more than the Kiati. It's all about bucking up some trees that I put down earlier this season. And these trees, well, they're basically just fire pit firewood. I'm gonna restock the wood over at the fire pit. Time to get to work. Alright, I got my wood all stacked up. Let that season up, because it's although that came from that spruce that died, it's still a lot of moisture in there. It's not ready to burn, so I'm gonna let it sit there and stack up, be good firewood, good fire pit firewood. But now I have behind the fire pit right here, this is the seating area. I don't know if you guys can see, right? There's my bench, but out there you won't be able to see it amongst all the trees, but there's a dead maple, a little maple back there. I'm gonna put him down, not because I want him for wood to burn, but just because he's a little bit dangerous. He's close to the fire pit area, and he's right dead. All the limbs have fallen off, I'm thinking he's rotten. I don't even think he's good to burn, but I'm gonna put him down just as a safety precaution, like around the trailer area, especially right here around the pit, right? I'll sit here and have a few beers and cook up over the fire and have fun over by the fire pit. Don't want something crashing down behind you. So let's go do that. Let's get rid of this little maple back there. Yeah, he was completely rotten, that guy. It's surprising. It looked like he was far into the bush, but I'll see what it looks like on the camera. But he came down the tip of it 8 feet from the camera here. So it's something you want to consider. If you have property or you have a camp, a cottage somewhere, take a look around. You'd be surprised how a tree that's further out, if it comes down, it come down pretty close to where you hang out. And this is a good example. That tree came pretty close, like I say, 8 feet from my little table right here. And he's rotten. When he hit the ground, he just exploded into pieces. So I'm glad I got him out of the way. I got a few more trees I got to take care of around here. Hey, my time here at the property has been a complete success. Did some repairs to the trailer. I reclaimed my road. Took care of some downed trees. Took care of some problem trees. I think I'm enjoying myself here, and it's time to enjoy one of these. If you like this kind of content, I have an entire playlist dedicated to property maintenance. Click on the card that's on the screen right now. It'll take you to more of these types of videos.